Fridays from the Funky Uncle.
And everybody, you know what it is? It's Friday. It is Fridays from the Funky Uncle, and I am so happy to have you here. I am Leslie Cooper, and I know who you are. You're somebody who likes live music. I know you are, or you wouldn't be here. Now, I'm going to give you a few minutes. I want you to call your neighbors, call your family, call your dog, call anybody who is missing live music right now, because this is what we are here to do. We're here to bring the music to you until you can come to us. Every Friday, we present a live act here. Y'all are live, and tonight I am so excited. And when we do our interview tonight, you will know exactly why I'm so excited. We have got Kirk Joseph, Backyard Groove here tonight. All these guys are ready to play for you, and we are so ready for you to do what you need to do. Take a minute, get it over with, get it out of the way. Go to fridaysfromthefunkyuncle.com, hit that donate button, give a little bit, give a lot, because we're going to give it to you. We're here to have some great music tonight, and I can't wait. Let's get this started. As soon as I thank a sponsor, I got to thank him. I got to take a minute. Sid from AC Ambulance is here. He's been our sponsor for a few weeks, and he is here tonight. He is going to keep this old woman a lot cooler, I tell you what. So, guys, guess what we're going to do? We're going to wash our hands and stomp your feet.
Thanks, guys. Thank all of y'all participating in this very, very special occasion over here at the Funky Uncle. I heard somebody say somebody call it the Uncle Nuncle. But this New Orleans, we do things like that, you know. We have our own language here in New Orleans, and so that's why the music sounds the way it sounds. So it's all great. I hope everybody out there it's in Cyberland tuned in. I hope y'all enjoying. My name is Kirk Joseph, and this is my backyard groove. On the baritone saxophone, I have Mr. Matthew Thomas. Give it up from y'all. Next to Matthew is Mr. Satudo. Satudo. He has one of those hard Japanese last names, guys. I don't want to. Ohashi. That's not too hard. I just didn't remember. I got to talk to my funky uncle about that, you know. And one of New Orleans' landmarks in the music world, y'all, on the tenor saxophone. Give it up for Mr. Tom Fitzpatrick, y'all. In the back on the boom boom, she's beautiful, you know. And I can say that because that's my cousin, you know what I'm saying? On the drums, y'all, Miss Jasmine Butler. And another brother from the Far East, we've been knowing each other a while, is Mr. Takeshi Shimura. So that first track was a tune called Reunion by some brothers that I know very well, good friends of mine, a group called Lettuce, Adam Deitch and all those guys, you know, up there in New York City. I hope y'all tuning in, and I hope we did your song some justice. But we're going to do a tune-up for my debut CD, y'all, by the name of Backyard Groove. Check it out. Count up, Jazz. Mr. Turo, y'all, the trumpet. Backyard. Mr. Tom Fitzpatrick, y'all, and Miss Jasmine Butler. Let him woo you a little bit. Thank you. It's tuned off my debut CD, although it's been a while ago. You know, it's been through Katrina, it's been through Nabi, gone through the pandemic and election. But that was a song called Backyard Groove, y'all. I'll say that CD was released back in 2004. Working on some new stuff, too. You know, I'm in between worlds doing stuff with groups like the Dirty Dozen Brass Band, which I happen to be one of the founding members of. Also another group by the name of Mad Skillet, you know, and other bands, all that. You know, it just keeps me busy. And so I really didn't have had the time to really put time and energy into doing my own project sometimes. But I wanted to give thanks to the guys in the group and the ladies in the group for, you know, getting together and being able to do things of this nature during this hard time, you know. And as we say, we're here in New Orleans, y'all, and so I'm gonna put a time stamp on this right quick. We're coming up on the end of hurricane season, and god damn, I am 59 years old, guys, and I don't think I've ever experienced this many freaking hurricanes that we were in the cone, or what you should say, the path of possibly getting whatever it was going to get, whether it was rain, whether it was wind, or actually a whole hurricane, which the last one did. And I'm going to put another stamp on it. Pray for us, because there's another one going in the Gulf, and I hope it doesn't come close. But anyway, when you have things of that nature, you have things that happen. And this past one, actually my front fence got knocked down, but I was without power for like 3 days. And I know some other people may still be without power. But in honor to those people who made it through it, here's a song that I got to do with a band called Bonerama back in, when this was, like maybe 2000, whenever the last blackout in New York City happened. So we're going to do this tune called Blackout in New York City, all right? So check it out. 1, 2, all right. Blackout, yeah.
All right, all right. It is Friday. Fridays from the Funky Uncle. That is what we are doing here tonight. Yes, indeed. Kirk Joseph and the Backyard Groove. My goodness, what a night this is. For so long now, how many months are we into this? This is 33 weeks that we have been bringing live performances to you because we can't do it anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
But for everybody, every musician, every band that's been playing, we have gig workers that are also out of work. We've got the sound guys and the lighting techs and the camera ladies and the guy that fills the fog machine with the fog juice. We got the guys that roll up all of the cords and the guys that carry your tuba, right? No. Oh, no. Oh, wait. We'll get you one of those. It's okay.
Yeah. No, I have one to help out. Believe me.
But now, here's the deal. We're all hurting. We're all suffering. And you're suffering at home because you've been having to sit on your couch and listen to a streaming of whatever, and we just really need to make something happen for these guys because they're trying to hold on as long as they can until we can bring the music to you in person. It's very, very easy. All you have to do is go to fridaysfromthefunkyuncle.com. He just went to his computer and did that. Yeah, he did. He just walked right in front. He did that. And now he's going to click on that donate button. And, yeah, he's going to click on that donate button. And there's also a button that says bid on the painting, bid on the Frenchie. Frenchie is here every week. Frenchie's up there. Frenchie paints a live event, a live music painting every week. And the bidding is right there on the website. It is too easy. There's also a button to become a sponsor. That's right. You can become a sponsor. You can help pay a band. If you haven't gotten out and seen a band since this started in March, then you got $20 for every week. You can put that in and pay that band, all right? And there's how to become a sponsor, just like Sid from AC Ambulance did. We really appreciate him being here and putting it out. I'm not asking you for a lot of money. I'm asking you for a little bit. I'm asking you for a lot. If you got a lot, then baby, you need to share it. Because not only have we been hit with this current crisis that we've had, but, we've gotten smacked by this recent hurricane. Some of our crew that is here tonight still does not have power right now.
Blackout.
And blackout. It is blacked out in Orleans Parish and blacked out in Jefferson. And they need your help more than anything right now. So click on that button, fridaysfromthefunkyuncle.com. Not only are you watching it here, but you can watch it all week. You can see us on YouTube. You can see us on Facebook. You can see us on our website, fridaysfromthefunkyuncle.com. I'm asking you, in a little while, after another glass of wine, I'll be begging you. And don't make me beg. More than that, don't make me go mama on you, all right? Except for this one thing. I am going to go mama on you on this. Wear your mask. Wash your hands, and stomp your feet.
Yeah, you brought it to him, baby. It's very well put. Very, very well put. And we know there's other places out here is also suffering as well. But, New Orleans is a tourist capital of the world. And so, not having anyone visit us for a long time, it really hurts a little bit more. We don't have all those high-maintenance jobs like with Apple and all these other places. So, we're hitting a little bit harder than others. And like I say, having the storms coming through just as well. Anything you can donate, not to me, but to the band or whatever you may have it in your heart to donate to, please reach out and do your best, all right? So we're going to do a tune kind of goes back to the 70s. It's a thing that actually a guy by the name of Will Smith, a trumpet player from a musical family here in New Orleans, we used to do his Mardi Gras parade with the Lions Marching Club. And they were so cool about their thing is that they used to have a practice parade. So, they were cool, right? They had a practice parade before Mardi Gras Day. And so this song here comes out of this. And then a lot of the other brass bands started hearing it and they started playing it. Here's a tune by Ronnie Laws. All right, so check it out. And like I say, you probably heard a version like that on the street by Rebirth, maybe a whole lot of others, Hot 8. All those are my little brothers, guys, you know. I picked up this horn. In the article, they said I started playing at 15. It was 13. Yeah, that's all right. It needs to be said, and I have the opportunity for the people here at the Funky Uncle where I could have the opportunity to say, you know, what you read is just slightly off a couple of years, but I still wish I played flute, because this goddamn thing is heavy, guys. That's all right. So they have some people in the audience. Are y'all enjoying yourselves over there? You're not pulling my leg, are you? That didn't sound too good. Are y'all good? Yeah, well, everybody out there in Cyberland, I hope y'all tuning in, and hope y'all having a good time. You know, like I say, once again, I got to keep saying it, because if I wasn't here, I'd be at home. You know, sitting down out there in my yard with my next door neighbor brother, Mr. Harold Green, working on each other's nerves, you know what I'm saying? But he know what it is. He's over there. Say something, Harold. All right. I don't know, Big Chief. Some of you already was on the street. You want to bring it to the street a little bit more? Come on, Big Chief. You know, this how we do it in New Orleans, y'all. We utilize every instrument, every facet of life we have here to make it come to you naturally. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't work on anything. So if it sounds bad, go see Big Chief. Don't come mess with me. I love you, bro. Here, hold on. Whatever one you want. You get it going? All right. We're going to need y'all participation over there. Need some call and response now. Call and response. Y'all with us? Y'all don't sound like it. Because Big Chief going to bury a hatchet in somebody's head. Hey, man, cut that out, man. I got to tell the truth, man. You know how it go down. I don't do that no more. After you bury the hatchet, I'm going to the funeral. How y'all doing out there? Let me adjust this mic a little too far. I'm not as tall as Mom. I'm kind of short, so I'm trying to. There we go. There we go. We good to go. We good to go. Engine! There he goes. There we go. We rolled that. Do a little Handa Wanda. Handa Wanda, oh mama. Sing along if you know it. Handa Wanda, oh mama. 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 Verse. Make Handa Wanda, not give it away. Handa Wanda, oh mama. Put your mind on the one to make your head turn red. Handa Wanda, oh mama. Say I walk, vanilla with needle and thread. Handa Wanda, oh mama. Big boots on my back, stuck in my head. Handa Wanda, oh mama. Somebody write my mom, tell my dad. Handa Wanda, oh mama. Oh, I'm the big Chief that they wish they had. Oh, say I swam through the water, didn't get wet. Say I ran through hell, didn't break a sweat. Oh, I died at the morning, tell them kill our way. If you ain't getting ready, make who not dead. Big queen, she real pretty, the best in the city. Said, do why did it, big pretty.
my mom to tell my son, keep two shiny pistols in your loaded shotgun. You can tell that I'm a chief by the way I look. I got eyes like an eagle, teeth like a wolf. In the arm, I'm rolling, let's rock wild. Don't play no games, don't crack no smiles. I make the caterpillar climb the slippery wall. When it gets to the top, you better not fall. I die, put it in the ground. Got a big chief coming from way downtown. Handa Wanda, mama. Handa Wanda, mama. Handa Wanda, mama. Get a sax player something. Get a drummer song, get a drummer song. Gucci Ma! Handa Wanda, oh mama, I got 36 stitches across my chest. Handa Wanda, oh mama, say I don't fear nothing but the Lord in death. Handa Wanda, oh mama, says fire with the hopping with the raking noise. Handa, oh, I'm the big chief, I'm the real McCoy. Somebody write my son to tell my wife I swoop cold with ninja by the broad daylight. Don't bother nobody with a feather in their head. Oh, I'm the big chief, that low down way. Handa Wanda, mama, kinda fade. Kinda fade. Kinda fade. Woo, that sounds good.
Yes, indeed. Big Chief, Big Chief. Oh my God, Fridays from the Funky Uncle. You never know what you're going to get. You just don't know. That's why we're here. We didn't know what we were going to get back in March, did we? We did not. And there was a group of people that got together, a very special group of people that got together and said, look, we got to do something to help the musicians. We got to do something to help the gig workers. We've got to do something to help everybody that's locked up at home. And these guys were Chris Berry, executive producer. Yeah, where's Chris go? Yeah. Christian Duque, executive producer.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Ed Hollub, Ed Hollub, he's the one that makes me, that shows me up on the screen. BJ Lean. BJ's the one that turns my microphone off and on. He says he's got the power, but we got to talk about that. and Mr. Shane Norris, my friend, my lieutenant, my dear heart, who always makes sure that the light's just right. I'm ready for my close-up, Shane. All right, so I'm Leslie Cooper. I'm here on a Fridays from the Funky Uncle, and what I am here to do today is to ask you to help us, to help these guys. Y'all have been enjoying this. I know. I saw you sitting there squirming on your couch, tearing that recliner up. And I know you've got your computer in front of you or your phone in front of you because you're watching us. And you go to Fridays from the Funky Uncle, and there's a button that says donate. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking for you to get in where you fit in. I know this late in the game, everybody's hurting a little bit. But if things were normal, you'd be walking through that door in that club and you'd be dropping that $10 bill or dropping that $20 bill. You'd spend $100 that night. If you were one of the high rollers, you'd be spending $1,000 that night. For $1,000, I'll put your name up and I will come to your house and wave at you. I will not, well, I was going to say I'd blow you a kiss, but I'm not going to blow you a kiss. We don't do that anymore, right? We put our mask on. But I would be very, very grateful as they would. There's ways to do that. Donate, just straight out, flat out donate, because 100% in is 100% out. That's right. Every dollar that we have gathered here, $100,000. Put your hands together, crew. $100,000, 100% in, 100% out. That's right. It's going to keep our music alive, the whole culture alive. And I need you to do that. I need you to do that. Y'all got out in record numbers and voted this week. We've been asking you to go vote since August, July or August. We've been asking you to go vote. And you did just that. You got out and you voted in record numbers. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you very much. But I want to thank you for this as well. Yeah, all right. I want to thank you for something else, and that's to keep these people alive. Keep us bringing the music to you until you can come and join us, because that's what we're all about. That's right. Don't make me cry. Don't make me go mama on you. All right, you hear? Can I go mama on him? All right.
Mama on him.
All right. This is what it's all about. We just pulled Big Chief up out of the audience, all right? This is what it's all about. We got to make this happen. So what do I need you to do? I need you to click on that button. I need you to what? Wash your hands and stomp your feet.
All right, y'all. It's a little bit. We took it to the streets with Always There. We brought it home to Mardi Gras Indians. So we're going to take it to a little folk music right quick. There's a little bit of all facets of New Orleans music we utilize a lot here, which you may not know. You know what I mean? See, they don't know about that, Big Chief. So if you're tuning in, we're just trying to give you a little bit of what's going on and why you get the mixture. It ain't all dang, 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 or it ain't all ba-ba-doo-boo. No, there's a little bit of this and there's a little bit of that. So all you got to do is put on those dancing shoes and let the music take you where you got to go. You feel me? Do you feel me? A little Liza Jane.
I like to go that. A little Liza Jane. From the 7th Ward, Lil Liza Jane. Come talk, no troubleship for your card, Lil Liza. Everybody sing, oh, Lil Liza. Ronnie, Lil Liza Jane. On Park and real engines play. Lil Liza Jane. Sit down in the valley called Huntersville. Lil Liza Jane. If I catch you that morning, I shoot to kill. Lil Liza. Everybody say, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. In the morning, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. Everybody say, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. In the morning, oh, Lil Liza. Give him a little bit of that sax for me. Oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza Jane. In the morning, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. Everybody sing, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. In the morning, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. See, I called my wife on the telephone, Lil Liza Jane. Said we going uptown and can't go wrong, Lil Liza Jane. My spine got a hatchet, got a razor blade, Lil Liza Jane. Oh, I'm the big chief, make kill our way, Lil Liza. Everybody sing, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. In the morning, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. Everybody sing, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. In the morning, oh, Lil Liza, Lil Liza. Kind of fade. I just gotta say one thing before I leave. This is like a big brother to you. What he's telling you is all true. We always put this together. I wasn't intending on singing, but he saw me here and he kind of like kidnapped me. So we did all right, because don't be seeing me in the street and saying it was my fault if we didn't. It's all on him. Love y'all. I love you too, brother. We got to record that one.
Yeah, well, that's how it happens in New Orleans, guys. You know, I mean, it could be Branford Marcellus, Ellis Marcellus, if he was still here. You know, it don't matter. That's just how New Orleans musicians. That's how we interact with one another. You know, and I, as a son of a musician, that I was told, that's one of the cherishes of New Orleans music and musical families, that we share our love through music. And I am very thankful and blessed to have been a son of a musician, and in this particular beautiful and wonderful city of New Orleans, that a lot of y'all come here and to enjoy. A lot of times, Jazz Fest and all other particulars that we have, Mardi Gras, you know, just to name a couple. But this is what we do, you know. Vegas is cool, but there's no party like a New Orleans party. So, I mean, no harm intended to these other places, but I'm sorry. I'm just telling the truth, you know. I mean, what happened to New Orleans? No, it don't stay in New Orleans. You going back and tell everybody else to come get some. You know what I'm saying? What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas because it really wasn't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good. But they got their thing. I'm good. It's all right. You know, we can't take care of everybody here. But for those who know what we're about and how we do it, we can't wait to have y'all back here. You know, so please take your time. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Take care of your children, your husband, your father, your mother, your brothers, you know, and to stay healthy, because that's what it's going to take. We got to take care of each other through this, you know, and it can't be one on, one off. It's got to be all on board. And the sooner we can do that, the sooner the big, massive parade in New Orleans will start. And I want to be in that line. Okay, so good. Let's do this. We're going to do another song for y'all right quick. Hope y'all enjoyed Big Chief being here. It was my pleasure. It was my honor. I'm glad he showed up because I haven't seen him. I mean, that would probably have to be before the pandemic hit, and that's months ago now. So I was blessed to have him and his lovely wife, you know. So I'm glad y'all here, man. I'm glad y'all doing well. And I hope all my friends out there are doing well, you know, and if you're not, try to take care of it and get better. All right? Because I don't want to play any free funerals unless I have to. Okay? Okay. So check this out. It's a tune called Make Them Like It by a group called Brooklyn Funk Essentials. Check it out. We hope y'all like that. Well, you know, like I said, my name is Kirk Joseph. This is my Backyard Groove. On baritone saxophone, we have Mr. Matthew Thomas. Satudo on the trumpet, it's Mr. Thomas Fitzpatrick on tenor saxophone, Takeshi Shimura on the guitar, Jasmine Butler on the drums, And, you know, some songs here that we played is some songs you have never heard before. I don't know. I hope you did. I hope you enjoyed them, meaning the people that are here and the people that are out there. I was trying to give you a guideline of who did it and where they came from. And so the thing is with me, if you don't know, I'm the sousaphone player, one of the founding members of the Dirty Dozen Brass Band. And when we set out to start the brass band, we had to do something slightly different from all the other older brass bands. And so that's what brought our notoriety was to do something different. And that's on the path that I'm still on with this horn today. So if you see the horn, just don't freak out. Don't think it's going to be oompa oompa. Just give it a chance. I mean, that's just for people, too. I mean, just because you see a person, the way they look, the way they may be dressed, or the way they color their skin is, don't give up. Reach out and at least say hello. You know, give yourself the chance to share some love with one another. So, because we need to come together. We really do. In so many ways, we really need to come. It's, you know, there's an old spiritual song called "Just a Little While to Stay Here," and it's only a little while. Believe me, don't just seriously. We here now, we could be gone tomorrow. I hope none of us here are, or anyone out there listening or looking. Hope you're still with us. But if you are, I hope you're going in peace and in enjoyment. And from New Orleans, we love you. Can't wait to get y'all back here. So like I said, we got to get that second line going without masks. You know, so we love you. Take care, guys. You know, it's all good. Oh, okay, well, I don't know what you got to say. Oh, you got to say something first. No. She's telling me something else. Yeah. No. We cool.
You got one more?
Yeah, you know, we always got one more. This is New Orleans.
One more.
You know, I mean, this is still early New Orleans. This is really early.
It is.
You know.
Play one more for me, baby.
We still be taking our nap bar right now to get ready to get out the house. I'm gonna go old school. When I was a kid, the song to close out tonight always was, "But it we there." Woo! But now we need y'all to respond. When we say "but it did," y'all gotta say "yeah." All right? Can we practice? Ba-da-da-da. I think they're ready, right, guys? So, Toto, you got that? B flat.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. All trumpet players do that, bro. Don't feel bad. Come on, y'all. Hey! But yeah,
Kirk Joseph!
see y'all. Hope to see y'all soon.
Absolutely.
And hopefully it's here in New Orleans, where we could. There's no rules to be broken when they come down and have a good time.
It is not a Kirk Joseph show if I don't break out in a sweat. I tell you what, I want to thank Fridays from the Funky Uncle for bringing Kirk Joseph Backyard Groove in here. Put your hands together one more time.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Now, for those of you at home that are wondering who are all these people, first of all, they're sponsors, they're crew, and we are all very, very safe. We're doing what we're supposed to do so we can bring the music back to you. I promise you, all right? There's something very, very important that we got to do, and that is we have got to keep these guys going so they don't move away, so they don't decide that, you know, I'm not going to play that trumpet anymore. I'm going to go deliver groceries, or I'm going to, you know, I got a job with a construction firm, and God bless you and all, but I want to keep the music going. And I know you do too. I know you do, because I hear it all the time. I read the social media. I know we're all missing it so much. And these producers here at Fridays from the Funky Uncle have been able to make this happen for 33 shows. 33. Give yourselves a hand, my God. I came on late in the game. I'm the baby in all of this right now. And what I have watched happen has been amazing. It's amazing what they do, but it's more amazing what you do, because you have given us $100,000. $108,000. $108,000. 108, ain't that great? Yes, indeed. And $108,000 is what's going out. It's going out to help the musicians. It's helping the gig workers. It's helping all those people that make this happen. You got to help us make it happen, baby. You got to do it. Now, Frenchie up there painted this amazing painting. Please, somebody take a shot of that. All right. Frenchie, you're my heart, darling. And tonight, he painted what America is supposed to be. He did. This beautiful American flag with Kirk Joseph Backyard Groove in front of it, playing right here, that big old tuba right there. And, you know, you can own that painting. If you've ever seen a Frenchie before, you know that they go for a lot more than that opening bid of $2,500. That's right. Absolutely. And you're going to want this one, because this one's going to really stand for something. So click on that button, bid on that painting, bid on the donate, bid on becoming a sponsor. Just do what you got to do, baby. I want y'all to stick around. We're going to take a short break, very short break, and then I'm going to sit down, I'm going to talk with these guys and find out why they think this is so important, because we all know that it is. Thank you all so much. We will be back next week. And until then, wear your mask, wash your hands, stomp your feet. I love you. Bye, darling.
Fridays from the Funky Uncle. Fridays from the Funky Uncle.
And here we are, as I promised. I'm Leslie Cooper here with you at Fridays from the Funky Uncle. As much as I love the music, I have to admit, this might be one of my favorite parts of this whole thing. And that is where I get to interview these amazing musicians who make my heart sing, make my heart light, and make me know that there's hope for the future, because with music, we're going to get through this, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You definitely will.
Kirk,
Yes.
first of all, thank you so much. Hasn't this whole experience been amazing?
Yes, it has. It has. I'm thankful that y'all offered us to do this. It was truly a blessing that it came through, that I get the guys together, to do this performance.
Have y'all played together since March at all?
No, we all have other
Maple
projects
Leaf?
that we do, but together, we just recently did a thing at the Maple Leaf, another one of these streamings, but it wasn't to this magnitude. It was such a great setting,
But the Maple Leaf is amazing.
No, like I was saying with them, because Hank and I actually sat down and talked. Uptown, Maple Leaf, well, my favorite bar is Maple Leaf, and I'm from downtown.
Yeah. Well, that's all right, because it's all New Orleans.
Yeah, that's the main
It's
thing.
all New Orleans. Gentilly, Treme, Uptown, Riverbend,
For real.
Irish Channel, Broadmoor,
It's all Noah.
Gerktown, Pigeon. Boy, that's a song, isn't it? Isn't that a song there?
We got to work on that.
So, I love the number one. There's this diversity here that is the epitome of New Orleans music.
Yeah,
And it makes it all come together. It really, really does. You've got young ones, you've got your contemporaries, you pull Big Chief up, and it's a family. It becomes a family.
Yeah, that's how I like to approach it. It's we all have a part of the beat. Like some people say, I can't dance. Just dance.
Right.
Just move your body.
You can move.
It's part of what's going on. That's the main thing. And some people say, I can't. I'm tone deaf. I say, just sing how you sing. Eventually, there's going to be some harmony somewhere.
Right.
So we all have a part of this. So
There's only 12 notes. You're bound to hit one of them somewhere in there,
somewhere
right?
along the line.
What was it they said? Ethel Merman was tone deaf, so there's but she was going to hit it eventually,
and
right?
we all know
Yeah.
how great she was. So there
So
it is.
everybody gets in there somewhere. Now, I love seeing you play with the younger musicians, and I told you I was going to surprise you with something, and
Right.
I'm not going to ask you so much of a question except, do you remember?
Okay, let's see.
I want you to know the impact that you made on at least one young man
Okay.
who has come on, who has continued on and has become a staple trumpet player and sousaphone player in this town.
Okay.
Let's back up 14 years.
Ooh, you scare me now.
It was in the fall of 2006.
Was it at Tipitina's?
It was at Tipitina's.
Okay.
It was a Sunday afternoon,
I
and
remember
they
those.
had brought back the Sunday afternoon student workshop.
Yeah, I remember those.
And it was the first one back.
Yeah. Oh, it was. I didn't
And
realize that.
It was the first one back after
Okay.
the storm. And it was my kid. I'm going to be honest with you. It was
Okay,
my
yeah,
kid.
I remember.
And he showed no fear. And when he got up there, you were talking to all of the kids, and you said, guys, when somebody asks you what kind of music you play,
Right.
you tell them good.
Yeah.
I
That's true.
play good music.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you tell them that. Never put yourself in a box.
That's true.
Play anything and everything. Listen to
possible.
everybody
That's
and
right.
play everything.
Yeah.
And Kirk, do you know that young man, as well as the 30 other kids
Yeah.
that were there, took that to heart? And to this day, when I ask any of those 30 kids that were there,
Right.
what kind of music do you play? They quote you, I play good music.
Well, I'm glad and I'm honored that they remember that, because it was passed on to me that way. I was fortunate to have it at home. and my dad and all his friends, and I was around it all my life. So I had nothing but tutelage since I was a kid. Then I had brothers, that were also musicians, and uncles. So I had that luxury. And I'm not saying that he didn't, your son, Doyle. I'm not saying that, but for me. And then I had the opportunity to do that, those things at Tipitina's. I couldn't do it no other way but the right way, because I knew how it went down for me. And I'm not going to, no one sold me short, so I'm not going to sell them short. Everybody, everybody have their own methods. Okay. And so I'm not going to knock nobody, because that's just not cool.
We don't.
Yeah,
Why
but
would we?
but some people do.
Yep.
I know.
Some people do, and that's a waste of time. And it's, me personally, as somebody who's the instructor that day, I couldn't have those kids come back to me 14 years later and tell me something that's not right. Why did I tell you not to listen to anybody else?
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because
There
we
you
gotta learn from everybody. As much as we can learn as much as we can pick up. I mean, these guys here. I mean, every moment I've learned, and that's what it's about. And there's another thing that my dad said. Once you figured you know it all, put that in a horn case and do something else.
Yeah. Dig a hole.
Yeah, because there's nothing else for you to do. And so that stuck in me. And so that's how I pass it on.
Now, I will say that there was a 45-minute version of Sissy Strut that went on that day, because you let everybody take a solo. And those 30 kids that say they play good music won't play that song anymore.
Really?
No.
Wow.
they got to come back to another lesson.
They did.
That's the moneymaker sometimes.
Right.
But not only do you give to to those kids there, look at the age gap that you've got in your band. Now, Jasmine, you back there in the back. Girl power to start with. Girls on drums got my heart. Oh my gosh, got my heart. I can do 2 and 4. I can do a little roll off. That is it. Put more than one drum in front of me, and I'm no, just like nope, can't happen. When did you start playing with Kirk?
Ooh, I started playing with Kirk when I was about 23. I did the Accurate stage with him at the Jazz Fest.
Right.
And how did that come about? Did he know about you? Did he hear about you? Did you come to him and say, I need to be your drummer?
Well, no, it's actually an interesting story. So Kirk and I are actual relatives. So I had met him when I was really young. I wasn't really playing drum set at the time. But I guess as I kind of started to become more in the scene and stuff, we meet each other, got a chance to actually get to know each other. So, I don't know. I guess the magic just kind of happens. It's like some psychic energy. I don't know. Whenever we play together, to me.
All of
Who is the newest person in this group?
You?
I got the call 3 days ago.
You were standing on the corner at the gas station with your horn, and he picked you up, right?
No, he was at home repairing instruments.
Oh, we got to talk then. All right. So you're the newest member of the band. How has this been? What can you say about tonight? To what we did tonight?
That was amazing, and I didn't know what's gonna happen.
Really?
The call, you say hey, you're in New Orleans.
Right. Yeah, because he's been going back and forth between New York and here.
Right.
And I didn't know he was there. And then Tom's like, call Saturo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then hey, you're free Friday night, and what are you doing now? I'm just chilling, eating food, and what's up? Hey, we need you. We're in rehearsal now.
So come on over.
Well, actually,
True story.
Tom came pick me up, and then I went there, and then I know everybody before, but I didn't know what's gonna happen.
But now they know you.
Oh yeah, yeah. The live streaming, and then some kind of huge stuff, and then yeah, it is really good one. I'm surprised, and I'm honored to be part of this. Yeah.
Great. So how long have you played with Kirk?
Ooh.
Since my senior year of college at Loyola. I was my senior project, and we were supposed to be interviewing brass band musicians, and I was just there. I brought the camera, and I forgot to film. And I just was, talking to Kirk, and he mentioned, and I was like, yeah, I don't really do film. I'm a saxophone player. And he's like, we have rehearsal on Thursday. You want to come by? I'm like, yeah. So I started playing with him, and it was like my first real gig out of after college, and it was like, that's why I'm still playing music.
When was that? How long ago was that?
2008.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's been 12 years. Crazy.
All right. You, sir. You were just like warming up earlier, and you caught my heart, and you caught my voice a little bit, and we connected across the room. And I started thinking about how the music really does, it connects people from any generation, any country, any background. That music is there to connect.
Yeah, music.
And if you could put into words what that connection means to you with all of these guys, how does that music connect you? What does that connection mean?
Oh, that's a.
I told y'all was going to be the answer to a lot of my questions tonight, huh? Is it, do you feel it in your heart? Is it special? Is it, do you think you remember all of those connections that you've made, and do you put them all together? No?
I just try to catch a moment.
Okay.
So it's just like a conversation. He said something, I said something. All
right. Tom, you're the senior in the group.
Yes, he is. The old man.
Senior. Kirk was quick to tell me about that.
Yes, he
quick
is.
to tell me that.
Threw you under the bus.
You were older than that.
How long have you known Kirk?
I started playing with him after the storm, maybe 06 or 07, I think.
I can't remember.
It's been and I've known him. I was in college with Blody.
Oh wow.
Greg and I were in Loyola together back. I was there for 76 to 79, so I knew Greg. And when they first started the Dirty Dozen, and I remember catching them playing in Audubon Park in the 70s.
Very possible.
Maybe 78 or something.
Okay.
And so I've been hearing them and knowing about them, but when I started playing with them, it's just so much fun in this group. I've been playing with Walter Washington since '87, but this, I love playing with Walter, but this is a whole different thing, and I love playing with different groups and different music and the funky groove they got going on, and it's just he's one of the rocks of New Orleans. My mom brought me to the Preservation Hall when I was about 5. So a trumpet player with one leg, and I don't remember if Sweet Emma was there yet. But
I was 8 and got to see Sweet Emma. I sat on the floor and watched her jangle that.
Yeah, I think the trumpet player was James Cagney, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was
James
amazing.
Caglato. Yeah, I remember.
I figure
when I
why
was a
work
kid.
for a living if you could play for a living, and it turns out to be a whole lot more work, but it's all worth it and fun.
Exactly. Now, Chief, Big Chief, thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thank you. I'm so glad that he grabbed you. Chief, you were the first of the Fridays from the Funky Uncle.
I actually was.
April the 3rd.
April 3rd, yeah.
I watched you. Of course, they put you up there then.
Yeah,
y'all played up there.
The float was positioned differently at the time.
And I remember hearing about it and catching a little bit of it.
Yeah.
And then the next week I tuned in and the kid was there and I was like, okay, I'm hooked now. Did not know I was going to be here. Fast forward 30 some odd weeks, so 20 something weeks when I joined on. And what you do with your the culture and your music and everything. Tell us, because you have a group of young kids, and I have not had a chance to talk to you since the shutdown.
Since before, yeah.
And tell the listeners and the watchers what you do. Tell us about your group, your organization, real quick.
Just say what we do basically. Kirk was a big influence on me. I actually been knowing Kirk probably as long as Tom has. Before I go into what we do, I actually met Kirk when I was teaching at LB Landry. His high school classmate, my fraternity brother, Edwin Papa Harris, was transitioning out as band director, and I became the band director at LB Landry. We're band heads. That's where that happened? Yeah, that's where we first met. We're band heads, both we're in marching band. So he influenced me to change the Indian music. Indian music can be so redundant. So watching what he's done, I would say I'm under time, so I would be the third oldest up here. It's just he's a big influence. And I remember having conversations on the impact with kids. And it really wanted me to give kids a true understanding of what the Indian culture was about and what the musical culture was about, to really bring people together. Because it was a big misconception that musicians didn't know how to condone themselves in a professional way. And a lot of kids would look at musicians as, I didn't know y'all had degrees. I didn't know you guys were educated or went to college. So it was just...
You didn't know you get paid for a gig.
You didn't know you get paid for a gig, exactly. Because it was a lot of misrepresentation. So my heart is, as a music teacher and being proficient in playing instruments, I just wanted to use it as more of a ministry to get kids to understand, hey, this is a way you can get out of your situation, basically.
So what is your situation right now? You are with all of these kids, and I hope, and you are in contact with all the kids.
Yeah.
And how are they doing? How are they handling all of this?
I'll be honest with you, it is very rough. A lot of the kids' parents have lost jobs due to the pandemic. A lot of kids are struggling. I've reached out to, I have to commend Chris Berry and the guys at Fridays from the Funky Uncle. They made a big commitment to helping the kids' family when the pandemic first hit. That's why I'll do anything for these guys. And to you listeners out there, make sure you know where your money is going. I'll be the first to say this organization puts their money where their mouth is.
Absolutely.
They've been a big help, and it's a day-to-day struggle. A lot of the families, you have kids going through a lot of stress, a lot of mental issues. A lot of kids don't have the Wi-Fi. A lot of schooling is mostly virtual, and some of the parents can't afford to actually pay for internet.
It's hard.
It's tough.
It's hard.
It's just more or less me trying to give kids hope, basically, because it's been stressful on myself. Because as one person, I can only do so much. But we all, I tell
but
people.
You're not one person.
Not at all. I know it's not.
We are all together.
Exactly.
And together, we are going to pull through this.
We definitely will. We definitely will. And tonight was just very powerful. Every time I get a chance to see Kirk, we always combine and do some things. And it's just the picture that Frenchie painted. When I realized it was a flag over the band, I almost came to tears.
I was about to show this.
You know, that's what America's about. Everybody coming together, showing love to one another and working for a common cause. So it's just an honor to be in the presence of all you guys. You know, basically we all learn from each other.
Yeah, well, same here, man.
This has been a powerful week. For those of you that are going to watch this later, today is November the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
It is 3 days after
the election.
And when I saw Frenchie painting this, when it was brought to my attention, I ended up having to go to the restroom and cleaning off the mascara because it made me cry. And to think that together as a country,
so beautiful,
we got to pull together.
We do.
Yeah, and we've got to. And I, for one, believe that music is going to be one of the ways that we can make that happen. Yeah. That's our weapon.
Yeah, well, it gets us together.
That's our weapon that we have right now. Agree?
Yeah.
Does everybody agree with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Because one point, it gets us together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it gets us to join together at some point in time in some particular place, and we just need to keep it growing from there. Mm-hmm. You know, but music does bring us together.
I want to correct that. I shouldn't have called that a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Medicine for
the soul. I didn't hear you say weapon.
Tool.
I didn't hear you say weapon.
But I didn't hear you say weapon.
It's not a weapon. Weapons hurt people. This is our tool.
Yeah.
And this is our gift to each other.
True.
And Very quickly, you said something about your dad. Tell everybody who your dad was.
My dad was a trombone player. His name was Waldron. They called him Frog. Last name Joseph. Born in 1918, and played with a lot of very, very famous New Orleans musicians such as Paul Barbaran, a host of others. A lot of his friends were very famous, playing like they were the band leaders of Red Charles, and my dad did a lot of recordings with, like Fats Domino. He was first in a lot of those rock and roll records that were recorded here. He was first called trombone player. So he's got to do a lot of things in life. And his generation of New Orleans musicians, his time, and I gotta say the names that I could say is like Jack Willis, Freddie Coleman, Frank Fields, Louis Cottrell, the Adams family, meaning Plassey Adams, Gerald Adams, Justin Adams. The list goes on and on and on and on. But they're the French family, meaning Papa French, talking about George,
Celestine and George,
yeah,
and
all these
Gerald.
people I knew since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's about to make me cry because they loved each other.
Yeah.
They were brothers.
They were brothers.
Family.
Yeah. And the sad thing about it, with the Black Lives thing going on, they went through this back then. And here we are again. Here we are again. All we want to be is respected as a man.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't want no more than nobody else. We just want to be respected as men and as a human being. And please, everybody, please just make this happen.
Yeah.
Because the world will be such a beautiful place. And I'm sorry for breaking down.
Don't you dare
I'm
dare
sorry.
cry.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Because I was born in 61. I remember going to Canal Street, going to the back counter. I remember going to the different bathrooms. But my mother and father did not teach me hate.
Right.
They say hate comes in all colors. And I learned that because I've traveled the world and I've saw it myself. So please, everyone, it could be so much beautiful if we all got along. If we all got along to stop the foolishness and just unite. It's not that hard. And like I said, we ain't trying to take nothing from nobody else.
Right.
We just want to be respected as a man and as a race. Now, as far as my race, we got to take care of some things too.
That's right.
See,
That's right.
I want that to be said. We got stuff to take care of just as well. So it works all the way around the board because just occasion now, just the other day, just yesterday, how did you say that about racism? When we were driving in the car. How he's from Japan.
Right.
I don't see him as Japanese.
No.
I see him as a person.
As a guitar player.
But this,
and as a person.
but this is the way I was raised.
Yeah.
So parents, please, this is where it starts. It starts at home, not school. It starts at home. It starts at home. I see Tom as a man, and like he was saying, he knew. I remember seeing Tom playing with Walter when I was a teenager, and I've always admired his playing. And to have him around me is a plus to me. And I mean, like you said, with the kids, with the younger guys, that's what I'm supposed to do. Just like with Doyle, I'm supposed to do that. And it doesn't matter what color you are.
Right.
Yeah.
It all with me. It goes with your demeanor. If you're gonna jump on the boat, let's ride it together.
Right.
If not, you could get off. We got business to take care of. I don't care what color or religion you are. If we're not gonna get along, get off the boat.
Get on.
Yeah.
Get on with you.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah. And let's. And I hope you get better. You can always come on, but check yourself.
Right.
And
You know-
I mean, any color, I don't care what color you are, what religion you are. It doesn't matter to me. Let's love each other.
I agree 100%. And I sit here, Kirk, as a white woman.
All right.
All right? I sit here as a white woman.
All right.
And I walk up into a band set. I walk up onto a stage. And every man on this band, every man and every woman on this stage
Right.
hugs me.
All right.
And we love each other
Yeah.
as people.
That's right.
My grandmother taught me, I remember one of the very first songs was Jesus loves the little children, all the little children of the world.
Strong song.
Red and yellow, black and white.
Yeah.
They are precious in his sight. And I remember that to this day. And then my mom married a jazz musician.
Check that out.
And I was brought to Preservation Hall and sat on the floor when I was 8 years old and said, these are our friends, these are our family, these are our people.
Right.
And I have to be careful. You never want to say, I was raised colorblind, because I wasn't. I was not raised colorblind.
Right.
I was color inclusive
Yeah.
Right.
because I saw how that ain't right.
Yeah.
Why won't you go play with that little boy? Why won't you go play with that little girl? Why won't you do this? And now, when all of the kids are together, they have one color. They have the color of music.
And that's the beautiful part of it. Yeah.
They have the color of music.
Yeah. And see that goes back to what we're going through right now, this pandemic. We need each other.
Yeah.
See? And I've been telling all my friends, this didn't happen in 2019 when they say it started, but it all came to a head in 2020. It didn't happen in 2021. It happened in 2020.
Yeah.
And they always say 2020 is hindsight vision. It is right here for you to see it.
Sure is.
It's in front of you,
You
baby.
know,
It ain't
it's-
behind you.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just that you have the vision. When you say you have 20/20 vision, I mean your vision is good. But not only that, but it's here for you to see. So now let's make a difference. Let's make a difference. But like back to my dad, he was, some of the musicians today are still trying to play like them. And I guess it all comes full circle because what I said earlier, they loved each other. And it showed in their music. You can hear it. You can feel it. Now, I was a child. My mom used to play my dad's records whenever my dad was gone. I didn't even know. I really didn't know. But there was something about those records that would have me feeling this. And I've grown to meet people like Dizzy Gillespie, or Blakey, all these great musicians. Wonderful, great, talented, beautiful people. But it's something about New Orleans music. It's like, don't get me wrong. Bebop is a thing. It's beautiful. But with them, it's like, okay, you play ahead and then, solo, everybody go hold their horns. Then they come back and play ahead. New Orleans jazz, you play ahead, but you got so much things going on at the same time.
Right.
They're filling in that space.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
surrounding you.
Yeah.
They're bringing it together.
Yeah, but it's showing you how they're respecting each other, showing love for one another, giving each other space, and they're working together to give you this unique expression through their instruments, which is so amazing. I mean, if anyone out here wants to question me on what I'm saying, get in touch with me.
Right.
I think you need to hear more of it.
No,
I
so
do.
honestly, but then that goes to the industry. That's another story.
Yeah.
And
You
young musicians, please, really, really dig deep. Take this into heart. Listen to these older recordings so that you can hear this. And as you said, Kirk, first of all, thank you all so much for being here tonight.
Thank you for having us.
And you said that we have to bring it together.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm going to go to you at home. And tonight has been a powerful night, and I knew that this week would be. And I knew that what we've got going on right now outside of these doors is crazy.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
so crazy.
It is.
COVID is only this much of it right now. But all of this together is affecting our musicians, our culture, our gig workers, our bartenders, our waitresses, our
Cooks.
sound guys,
Cooks, everything.
our college students who have come home because if they're gonna do school from a computer, they might as well do it from their mother's living room. So they're here tonight to help us with the cameras and the sound and to make this something special for you. And I'm asking you at home to please go to that donate button. Click on that How Can I Help button and just give us a little bit. Give us what you can. Give a little bit extra. Don't go to that coffee shop tomorrow. Don't go to that coffee shop for the next week. And that's $7 a day that you're spending on that Frappa Lappa Wappa, with a double shot. Put that in a jar, and at the end of the week, next Friday, you drop it in that button because it's way too easy. And we need it. We need it. They need it. These guys need it. Every one of these guys, the crew, they're busting their butts every week to make this safe and make this special so these guys can do what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to make music to make us happy. Yeah. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Call your neighbors, call your family, call your friends. Tell them to tune in and tell them to give just what you can. Yeah. Get in where you're fit in. Mm-hmm. And for Christ's sake, Jesus, please wash your hands, stomp your feet. We'll see you next week. God bless you. Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Fridays from the Funky Uncle.
Anybody listening tonight?
Something wrong with it. My wife would tell you it's a minute days.